was a famous trumpet man around Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. Was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now. My hat mysteriously disappeared. It's weird. Weird how that happens. Is it back? Guys, I have no idea. It seemed like Twitch, or not Twitch, but OBS sort of froze or something. Because when I tried to turn off the stream, it just said stream stopping, and that never went away. You know what I mean? Like it was like continuously trying to shut down, even though it had already done it. So I guess it's something to do with OBS. Okay. I am back. She's back. I'm going to put on a song for you guys and go smoke a cigarette real quick. You guys okay with that? Captain James T. Derp, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Is it because I took that hat off? Were you thinking about it before and then I had that crazy hat on and you were like, I am not following this woman, she's a nutcase. And then I took the hat off and then you're like, okay, I'll go ahead and follow her because she's maybe not so crazy. Okay. Let's see. Would you guys like to know about the power of positive thinking? I'm trying to use the power of positive thinking to manifest things in my own life. So maybe you guys would be interested in it too. The hat is gone. So we don't want Napoleon Hill. Don't want that. Are my headphones on? Okay, hold on. Not Napoleon Hill. I want that other guy. Not Earl Nightingale. Not Bob Proctor either. Who is that guy? Oh, let's see. Oh, power of positive thinking. Okay, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. I did get to see the eclipse. I actually took some pictures of it. It's on my Twitter. You should check them out. Did you get to see it? I guess you probably did, didn't you? My eyeballs hurt, and I had a headache the rest of the day from spending all day trying to look at the sun. All right, I'm going to put this on for you guys while I go take a break.
Now, what I want to talk to you about tonight is why positive thinkers get positive results.
This is good for you.
And they do, too, that's for sure. One reason that the positive thinker gets positive results is he is not afraid of a problem. As a matter of fact, he finds problems exciting. He likes to take a tough, knotty problem and rip it apart and put it together again in the right manner. He doesn't run away from problems. He doesn't complain about problems. He likes problems. Now, this phenomenon known as a problem isn't what you might call the most popular in this land of the free and the home of the brave. I rather get the notion that the average person thinks that life would be simply wonderful if we had fewer problems, or easier problems, or better still, no problems whatsoever. Now, I should like to ask you, would you actually be better off if you had fewer problems, or easier problems, or no problems at all? Let me answer that question by telling you of an incident. I was walking down Fifth Avenue, New York City not so long ago when I saw approaching me a friend of mine from out of town by the name of George. It was evident from George's melancholy and disconsolate demeanor that he wasn't, you might say, filled to overflowing with the ecstasy and exuberance of human existence, which is a high-class way of saying that George was dragging bottom. He was really low. Well, this excited my natural sympathy, so I asked him, "How are you, George?" Now, when you get right down to it, that was nothing but a routine inquiry, but it represented an enormous mistake on my part. For George took me seriously, and for 15 minutes he enlightened me meticulously on how badly he felt. And the more he talked, the worse I felt. So finally I said, "Well, George, what seems to be the trouble? What's bothering you? I'd like to help you if I could." This really set him off. "Oh," he says, "it's these problems. Problems. Nothing but problems. I am fed up with problems." And he got so exercised about the matter that he quite forgot who he was talking to. And he began to castigate these problems vitriolically, using in the process thereof, I am sad to relate, a great many theological terms. Though he didn't put them together in a theological manner, that's for sure. But I knew what he meant all right. For he had what the super erudite call the power to communicate. I said, "George, you'd like to get rid of these problems, would you?" He said, "And how? I would like to be rid of every problem." Well, I always like to help people any way I can, so I meditated and ruminated and cogitated on the situation and came up with a solution which I personally thought wasn't half bad. At least it was the truth. I said, "George, the other day I was up in the northern part of New York City, in the Bronx, on professional business, if I may thus characterize it, and I was in an area up there where the head man told me that by actual count there were 150,000 people, and not a single one of them had a problem." The first enthusiasm I saw in George suffused his countenance and lighted up his eyes as he said to me, "Boy, that's for me. Lead me to this place." I said, "Okay, you asked for it. It's Woodlawn Cemetery in the Bronx." And this is a fact. Nobody in Woodlawn has a problem. For them, life's fitful fever is over. They rest from their labors. They couldn't care less what you and I will see on television tonight or read in tomorrow morning's newspaper. They have no problems at all, large or small, but they are dead. It therefore follows, I believe, in logical sequence, that problems constitute a sign of life. In fact, I would go so far as to say that the more problems you have, the more alive you are. The man who has, let's say, 10 good old tough man-sized problems is twice as alive as the poor, miserable, apathetic character who only has 5 problems. And if you here tonight have no problems at all, I warn you, you are in great jeopardy. You're on the way out and you don't know it. What you better do, the minute this meeting is over, don't fool around. Head for home. And go to your room and shut the door and get down on your knees by the bed and pray to the Lord and say to the Lord, Lord, please.
Okay, all right, sorry. What did I click on? Clicked on something, I thought it was the mic. I guess it wasn't. You're not alive enough, you only have 6 problems. Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. I'm no longer muted. Anyway, I was saying this is not a religious thing, and I am not a religious person in any way, shape, or form. I don't believe in organized religion. But this is good stuff. It's true. If you don't have any problems, you're dead. You got to be dead if you don't have any problems. So it makes sense that the more problems you have, the more alive you are. The more you're living life. So don't wreck that car today. Or do. It'll give you more problems. I have a lot of problems right now. As long as my arm, I'm very alive, I guess. I have this up? Okay. When I win the lottery, I'm dead. You know, I don't know, because people that win the lottery, they usually, there's like all these horror stories about people who won the lottery and things did not turn out very well for them. They usually buy things that they can't afford in the long run, you know, like huge mansions and things like that. And that's crazy. Oh, you'll die of a heart attack? But they spend beyond their means, you know, and I don't believe in doing that either. I was talking to somebody yesterday and she was telling me about, you know, how broke she is and everything, and she's a freelancer like me. And I was thinking, I don't, you know, but you go out and you do a lot of things and you eat a lot of expensive food and, you know, and maybe it's less about saving and more about what's going out, more about spending. Here's the thing about living in the U.S. Postcode lotteries. The thing about living in the U.S. is that we have a lot of opportunity. This is the land of opportunity. And it's one of the richest countries in the world, too. I mean, there's more money to be found here than there is in a lot of other places. And if you can't be successful here, you can't be successful anywhere. You know, but most people, probably 95% of people who live here in the United States, they are very content to work a regular job and not dream of more. You know, they are told growing up that they have to go to college, that they have to get an education, because if they don't, they'll end up living in a cardboard box and working at McDonald's. And that's just a lie. That's not true at all. There are some things that you do need to go to school for, but most occupations don't require that. When your postcode wins, everyone that has a ticket and lives in that postcode wins money. The more tickets you have, the more you win. Wow, that's cool. For ours, it's like randomly drawn numbers and you never know who's going to win. But everybody puts money into the pot. I mean, when we buy tickets, the money goes into, you know, the winnings. That's the winnings. So we actually pay ourselves that money. A friend of mine played the lottery, but they stopped playing. I did get 2 numbers this time, but they were on different tickets, and I didn't get the Powerball. But I don't really think that, I mean, as awesome as it would be to have all of my money problems go away, I think that that's not what's in the cards for me and Robot. You know, I feel like we have to climb this. I feel like it's an uphill battle, and we've been climbing up this hill, and it's been hard because we started our own business a few years ago, and it tests you. Most people give up. They start their own business and they give up within the first 3 years because you lose money for a while. you spend more money than you actually make, and it's not easy. It's very, very hard. But then after a while, it starts to pay off, but most people don't stick it out that long. Most people give up when it gets hard. They just quit. They say, this is too hard. It's not working. And really, I look at that as a challenge. It's a test. I feel like you're being tested on whether on how bad you want this to happen. Because it's not a miracle that makes opportunities and stuff fall in your lap. It's you do that. Over time, all the little efforts that you make toward a goal, those start to open up opportunities for you. So it feels like the universe is blessing you with these great opportunities, but that's not it. You're doing it. You're doing the work. You're making that happen. But if you don't believe that you can make that happen, and you don't have a goal, and you don't want anything more out of life, and you don't have passion about something, and you don't want to do something that you're passionate about, then that's never going to happen. It's just like not playing the lottery and expecting to win. You're not going to win if you don't play, And yeah, you're going to spend a lot of money on tickets, but you could possibly win. But I just don't think that that's in the cards for me and Robot. I feel like everything that we're ever going to have, we're going to work for, because that's been the trend so far. I don't see money just falling in our lap like that. I feel like we're going to have to do the work just like we've been doing, and someday we will have at least what we need. Because the thing about us too is that we don't spend money frivolously at all, not even a little bit. I think we've taken one vacation years ago. We took a vacation since we've been married, and we've been married for 11 years. I think we took, and we didn't even go very far. We went like one state away. We went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee for a few days. That was the biggest trip that we've taken. We've had to go a couple places for work. But we're working, so it's not, it's not a vacation, it's not a trip. And then we don't take weekends off. We work through holidays, we work through Christmas, we work through our birthdays. We work and work and work and work and work, and it's going to pay off someday. I know that it's going to pay off someday. It has to. But I have faith in that, Like, if I need a certain amount of money for a bill, then I try really hard to imagine that I already have that, so that I don't worry about it, Like if I need $1,000 for something, I will, in my head, imagine that it's in the bank. And so like the other day I was at the store and I was thinking I need to get some hair dye. And then, the cheap part of me was like, well, you don't really need to get any hair dye. It's not imperative that you get it. And you don't really have the cash for that. You need to save your money. And then I thought, I'm not going to be like that anymore. I'm not going to spend money as if I'm broke. I need to get out of that mindset. I need to start looking at what I do have. And, telling myself that, look, I need the freaking hair dye, and I'm going to get it for myself because I work hard and I try really hard and I deserve it. And it's like, $5. So why can't I spend that $5 on myself? So if I pretend that I have that money, it is available, and I don't have to worry about where it's going to come from, it helps it come in the house. It seems like it's easier to pull money in just by thinking that way, just by saying, yesterday I woke up with $5 and today I woke up with $100 because I did something and I made that happen. I did something and that happened. Yes, I need hair. No. I'm saying the hair dye was like $6. But I'm saying if you have a bill that is like $1,000 or something, it's better to imagine that you already have that $1,000 instead of concentrating on what you don't have. You need no hair dye. Go bald. Okay. I don't think not dyeing my hair is going to make me go bald. Anyway, it's important to look at what you do have and have faith that what you need is going to come to you. Because worrying and stressing about things and having anxiety doesn't help you at all. That's a song. We're in it. I went to sleep with 1,000 and woke up with 100 grand. Exactly. You need to think that way. You know, because that's what we do as humans, and I think it's more like it's like hardwired into us to be concerned and be worried, because that's how we survive. You know, instead of go bald, problem solved. I would go bald, but I have one big ear on this side. It sticks out. I look like Dumbo. Look, I'll show you. This is why I always part my hair on one side. Do you guys see my big ass ear that sticks out? So I can't shave my head because I will look ridiculous. I'll look like Dumbo. People be telling me I'm Dumbo. Anyway, I do believe in the power of positivity, and I think that, well, you know, I was trying to tell my kids this the other day. I was thinking about, would you quit calling me bro? So I was thinking the other day about my kids, my daughters. They're 16 and they're shy, and so when they walk through the hallways at school, they look down and they're afraid to make eye contact with people, right? That's just something that they do. And so I told them that that I actually smile at every person I pass. And not everybody, I can call you a dog or a cat then? Yeah, and I can ban you too. Anyway, so stop messing up my train of thought. Okay, so my girls are shy. They're 16 and they look down when they walk down the halls. So I told them that when I walk down the aisles at stores and stuff, I smile at everybody I pass. And a lot of times people will look at me funny, like, why'd you smile at me? Sometimes people will not smile back, which is, but it doesn't ruin my mood. I still smile at the next person. I smile at every person that I meet. And the reason that I do that, I'll never get a job. I will receive free money and a free house for the rest of my life. Hey, that's the way to go. Anyway, so I told the girls, I said it's like this. Say you're at the grocery store and you're about to check out at the grocery store and you have your cart or whatever. And let's say this woman walks up in front of you and she pushes her cart in front of yours and knocks your cart out of the way. So your initial reaction is to be angry about that, right? You're going to be really angry that somebody has shoved their way in front of you and taken your spot in the line and has been completely oblivious to you, you know, and completely inconsiderate. So, give you solid advice and remind you to sit. That's some nice advice. What the hell? Freaking trolls. I'm trying to give you life lessons here, and you're not paying attention, and you're trying to put me in a bad mood, and it's not going to work. So I'm in a great mood. Okay, so imagine somebody shoves their cart in front of you at the store. Your initial reaction is going to be very, very angry. But the thing about this woman is that you don't know what kind of situation she's in at home. Like, let's say she's been taking care of a dying parent for, a few days, and she hasn't had any sleep for days. And on top of that, she works full time, and she's got kids too. And she's completely stressed and emotionally drained and tired, because you walk through life like a zombie if you haven't had any sleep, right? So I always try to imagine that she's got some major shit going on in her life, and she doesn't even see you. She comes and she pushes her cart in front of yours because she's distracted, and she doesn't even notice that she's doing that. She doesn't even notice that she's being inconsiderate. So if you lash out at her and say something to her, you're going to affect her day in a more negative way than it already has been. And it's like a domino effect. You hit her and she hits the next person, and she hits the next person and the next person and the next person. How many lives or how many days are going to get ruined because you didn't handle this situation appropriately? maybe you could have said, you know, hey, let me pay for your groceries, or, you know, are you okay, or something like that. Something that would make her feel like somebody cared about her, or like she had somebody to talk to, or something, you know, something to shake her out of the situation that she was in. And because you reacted that way, she is now in a better mood, and every life she touches and all the lives that those lives touch are now going to have a better day. And maybe they're going to be more generous. You know, maybe they're going to be at a restaurant and they're going to tip better to some waiter or waitress that really needs the money. And it's all because you were nice to the lady who was a total bitch at the grocery store. You know? And it works both ways too. She in turn is nicer to you because you were nicer to her. And so now every person for the rest of the day that you talk to and all the people that they talk to, it causes a chain reaction. And you go down the line and everybody is in a better mood. And because they're in a better mood, they're going to do nicer things for other people. And so I was trying to tell this to the girls, because they walk through the hallways and they look down, you know. And I told them, I said, how many times have people smiled at you or looked at you and you didn't notice them, and their day was a little worse because you didn't notice them? You know, what does it cost to smile at them? What does that cost you? It doesn't cost you anything. It's the easiest thing you could possibly do. And it can help somebody, which can in turn help somebody else, which can in turn can help somebody else, you know, simply because you smiled. That's all you have to do is smile or make eye contact. And heck, if you're even brave enough, you can try to talk to people. So when I go out to the store, my kids always say that they think that it seems to them like I know everybody, because strangers will tell me their whole life stories at the grocery store. Like when I walk down the aisles, people are saying hello to me, and they are literally just spilling their stories to me, which is strange, but I think it's because I smile at them. I recognize that they are there, and I am happy to see them. That's all it takes. Living with a depressed person sucks then. Well, yeah, I mean, it can definitely fake fail or make something stupid instead is better to lift their mood up. Smile plus eye contact is evil. Well, yeah, if you trip and fall or do something like that makes them laugh, that is even better. I don't think I give anybody the impression that I'm laughing at them. I'm just friendly. What's wrong with that? I want to make people feel good or feel happy. People at the hospital tell you their life stories. Well, it's good to listen. It's good to try to listen. Do I like metric? I do like metric. Are you the one that said I look like somebody? Let's see. Go back up here. Emily Haynes. Is she the singer of Metric? Yeah, she does the best cover of Between the Bars, the Elliott Smith song. Yeah, she's really cool. I really, really like her. Yeah, you could give people a high five. At my dad's house, he lives like way out in the middle of nowhere. In his little town that he lives in, everybody waves at each other in cars. Every time you pass up a car, people will wave at you. I think my husband thought we had entered Children of the Corn, that movie. You could say looking sharp, yeah. That's true. Yeah, I'll do Between the Bars. I am doing a music stream. I just got off on, that was a ukulele. I got off on a tangent.
Drink up, baby, stay up all night. The things you could do, you won't, but you might. The potential you'll be, that you'll ever see. Promises you'll only make people that you've been before that you don't want around anymore. They push, shove, they won't bend to your will. I'll keep them still.
Have you decided what you're going to get for dinner? Thank you so much for the follow. Alucard?
It's cruel or kind not to speak my mind and to lie to you rather than hurt you. I'll confess that all my sins after several large gins, still I hide from you, hide what's inside from you. And alarm bells ring when, say, my heart still sings when you're with me. Won't you please forgive me that I no longer hear the music? Oh no, I no longer hear the music when the lights go out. Love grows cold in the shades of doubt. Fresh face and my mind is all too clear. Music when the lights come on. Girl I thought I knew is gone. With her my heart it disappeared. And I no longer hear the music. Oh no, I no longer hear the music.
I actually do pay taxes on my stream music or stream money. And it's only because, I mean, I really don't have to. I don't really make enough a year on streaming to have to claim it. Thank you so much. But the thing is, I do, like, you know, you guys know I do graphic design work and photography and stuff like that. Well, it all goes, every time I send out an invoice, it all goes into my PayPal. That's just how I roll. So, so I have to claim that because that is my income. That is how I make my money. So I might there's no reason to separate it, you know, so I go ahead and leave my donations for streaming in there too. Yeah, that's about right, 20%. We're supposed to do it quarterly, but we're not very good. We're such procrastinators that we only do it yearly, and it usually ends up being a big pile of money that we owe. Sucks so bad. And then the tax rate in Kentucky is not great. I am a graphic designer. Yeah, I'm building a website right now for a spa. I mostly work with WordPress. I don't know how to like program or anything like that. I don't write code. My husband does. We run a little business together from home. It's just the two of us. So he does a lot of any of like the serious tech stuff he does. But I am learning. I'm getting better at WordPress. WordPress is a hassle. I'll tell you the thing that bugs me the most about working with WordPress is the slider, the Revolution slider. Holy crap. That really isn't bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know Octopus. I'm not sure on the taxes. Song is too sad. Play a happy song. All right. Let's do Don't Worry, Be Happy, I guess. Be happy. It is getting more friendly. I agree. That's impressive to me, Kai. Designing is easy because I was an artist to begin with. It's just learning the technical stuff, how to use Photoshop or how to use the taxes kill me. How to use the Adobe suite, anything. All of it's really it's all sort of the same, but it's all different too. All right.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note, but don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double, but don't worry. Be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed, but don't worry. Be happy. The landlord say your rent is late. He might have to litigate, but don't worry. Be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no girl to make me smile, but don't worry. Be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown, and that will bring everybody down, but don't worry. Be happy.
Isn't that weird? That's what I was just talking about.
There's a little song I wrote. I hope you learn it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In your life, expect some trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. But don't worry. Be happy.
Huh. I like that. When you frown, you bring everybody down. That's so weird because that's what I was just talking about. Let's see. Taxes kill me. I was thinking about it last, and 74% of the money I spend is for taxes. Are you able to write things off on your taxes? Crack my bank account. Logic. Yeah, robot gets it. I don't know. I don't. But I'm going to have to learn it. I need it. I need it because a lot of times he works away from home, but we'll still get jobs where people will need a website. And so my knowledge in coding is so limited that I really need to sit down and learn it. I actually did learn a little bit of coding back in the day when we had MySpace, because you could like make your own front page for MySpace, and you had to write code to do that. So, but that was like, I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that. I don't remember any of the things that I learned back then. You getting hungry, my dear? All right, let's do one more song, and then I'm gonna go ahead and eat eat some lunch with my husband.
It's bread.
You want some bread?
Yeah.
Just bread.
Yeah.
Nothing on it, just bread.
This I need that thing there.
The thing I put on top of the bread?
Yeah.
Like bologna and cheese? Do you want a bologna and cheese sandwich for lunch? All right.
'Cause I don't
We got to go out and get some food for dinner because I don't have anything to cook. And I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of
No, I'm not tired.
another sad song.
That's the one.
Okay, I got one. Hold on, I'm trying to, in my mind, I'm getting to the hook. Okay, I got it. Let's do something pretty for you guys. I declare for my business, but not for myself. All the sad songs. Okay, let's do this one.
There's such a sad love deep in your eyes, a kind of pale June, open and close within your eyes. I'll place the sky within your eyes. There's such a fool's heart beating so fast in search of new dreams, love that will last within your heart. I'll place the moon within your heart.
Steen, hush. Oh, that's a little too high. Let me go down some. Okay, let's try it here. No, we're not going to the store right now. We might go later. You have to create a PayPal account? For what? Are you going to stream? Are you a streamer?
There's such a sad love deep in your eyes, a kind of pale jewel, open and close within your eyes. I'll place the sky within your eyes. There's such a fooled heart beating so fast in search of new dreams, love that will last within your heart. I'll place the moon within your heart. As the pain sweeps through, makes no sense for you. Every thrill is gone, wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, falling in love. I'll paint you mornings of gold, I'll spend you Valentine evenings, though we're strangers till now, choosing the path between the stars. I'll lay my love between the stars. As the pain sweeps through, makes no sense for you. Every thrill is gone, wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, falling in love. There's such a sad love deep in your eyes, a kind of pale jewel, open and close within your eyes. I'll place the sky within your eyes. I'll paint you mornings of gold. I'll spend you Valentine evenings, though we're strangers till now. We're choosing the path between the stars. I'll lay my love between the stars. As the pain sweeps through, makes no sense for you. Every thrill is gone, wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, falling in love, falling in love.
Oh, Alucard, it's the thought that counts. I don't know. Sushi does sound really good. I wouldn't be able to go out to eat with you either. I'm broke too. I feel you. Sushi sounds delicious. That's what you should totally get for lunch. There's a little store around here. There's this little lady in there, and she makes the best sushi. And they sell it on, I think that she like makes it on Tuesdays or something. Tuesdays or Thursdays, or maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh my gosh, delicious. All right. Let's see who's on. Who is twitching besides myself? I wish I could stay on, but I really can't. I gotta eat some lunch. Yeah, don't be talking to me about sushi. I'm having bologna and cheese for lunch. Which is pretty good, I think. Peanut butter and jelly is good too.
As the pain sweeps through, makes no sense for you. Every thrill is gone, too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you.
Yeah, you might find a good lunch special. Well, I don't know. You're in a different place entirely. All right, who is on? Let's go see Hippunin, because she's the sweetest girl. You guys will really, really like her. Oh, it's dinner time for you? Yeah, it's 2:13 p.m. for me, so it's lunchtime. So we're hours off from dinner. But we're probably going to come back and play some games tonight with the kids. Thank you, Gangstar. Thank you so much. Were you able to hear me sing, or have you been in here for a while? Thank you for the follow. Hopefully you got to hear some music.
That's right.
I'll place my love within your heart. As the pain sweeps through, makes no sense for you. Every thrill is gone.
2014, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, so it's 8 p.m. 8 p.m. for you. See, we don't do the Army time, or we don't have that kind of time, unless you're in the Army. Oh, you did? I love Steph. She's the coolest thing in the whole world. She's the sweetest thing. Do you guys know who Random Girl Sings is? She is really, really, really cool. And she's one of the few streamers that's like closer to my age, because most of the streamers are in their 20s. Most of the musicians anyway. They're all like a decade younger than me or more. Yes, 8 p.m. All right, let's go see Hippunin. Unless Gangstar wants to hear a song. Did you get to hear something? Or did you come in right at the end? I will eat. I'm hungry. I might even have some barbecue chips left over from last night. You did. Awesome. Okay. So wait, you did get to hear a song, or you did just come in? Well, I can do one more. I'm always looking for an excuse to do one more. If you want to be the reason I have an excuse to do one more, I could do one more. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do an encore, yay! Because encores are fun. I've been doing this thing with my kids lately, guys, and I think that you should try it too. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to be really, really positive and not worry and not stress. I'm trying to just, you ordered in, I want to come to your house. Did you get sushi? Yum, yum, I love, you don't even know how much I love sushi. Okay, so I've been doing this thing with the girls. I've been making them sit outside with me for 5 minutes at night. And all they have to do is listen as far as they can. Listen and feel the wind and hear trains and hear owls and hear the things off in a distance. And they have to do that and not worry or stress or think about anything for 5 minutes. So I'm basically making them meditate with me. Because I'm trying to teach them how to be more aware of their surroundings. Like the other day I was outside and I was playing on my tablet. And I probably was out there for 20 minutes. And I suddenly realized that there was an owl making noise. And it was going, hoo, hoo. And then right after it would do that, there would be a dog and it would go, ruff, 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 and start barking. And then a couple minutes later, it would happen again. So the owl would make a noise and the dog would react. And then the owl would make a noise and the dog would react. And I thought, I've been sitting out here for 20 minutes and I didn't notice this. This is hilarious. And I didn't notice it because I'm in my own head and I'm not experiencing what's going on around me at all, because I'm worried and I'm thinking, I'm stressing, I'm being a grown-up, and I'm not hearing owls or hearing the trains or seeing the birds hopping around my backyard or seeing bunny rabbits, or heck, a UFO could fly over my head and I wouldn't know it. I'm oblivious to that because I'm so in my own head. And so I want to teach the girls now, while they're 16, how to get out of their own head and try to live in the moment. And not worry about what's coming in the future, not worry about what's happened in the past. Just enjoy the moment that you're in now. Okay, let's do a song. I've been rambling a lot today. Why do you guys let me do that? I get to say, shut up, Lemon. Shut up, Lemon, we don't care. Okay.
Tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it would all be great. Put your picture on my wall, and it reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I miss the bus and there'll be hell today. Late for work again, and even if I'm there, tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Get out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it would all be great. Put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
There is a wedding being held at my neighbor's. That's cool. That is awesome. Oh, thank you, Kai. Thank you, everybody.
Billy Ray's a preacher's son, and when his daddy visited, come along. When they get around and start talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Through the backyard we go walking. Then he look into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Ooh, yes, he was. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. Started sweet talking to me, come and tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I get away again tonight? The only one could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. Only boy could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Ooh, yes, he was. The look was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the slide. Taking time to make time, telling me that he's alright. Learning from each other, knowing. Look at us, how much we're growing. The only one could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. Only boy ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Ooh, yes, he was.
All right, guys. It's lunchtime for me, too. Octopus is making me hungry. Keeps talking about sushi. You jerk. Starving. Okay. I'm just kidding. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I really don't. I was having fun. That's one of my favorite songs to play as Son of a Preacher Man. All right, let's go see some Hippunden. I'm going to put her link in the chat for you guys to see. All right, you guys can go to that page, and then here's the raid call. You guys can copy and paste that into her chat. And then I'm going to go ahead and raid her. Dang it, she has her be right back thing up. Where's she going? Where are you going, Hippunden? Come back, I want to raid you. You know what, we're going to raid her anyway. Because when she says I'll be right back, I'm sure she will be right back. So let's go do that. All right, /host. Hippanen. You guys will really like her. She's really, really cool. Super duper nice. She's very talented too. Thank you, Gangstar. Thank you all so much for being with me and hanging out. I appreciate it. I know you got better things you could be doing, and you're hanging out here instead. So, and maybe even eating sushi, if you're lucky. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Thanks so much for chilling out with me. And tonight, I will be playing games with my husband and my kids. And it's a lot of screaming and laughing if you want to come and hang out and watch. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.